Good morning student, I Kinnari Dave welcomes you all for standard 11 chapter number 4 part 3. Chapter 4 is our chemical bonding and molecular structure. In the today's part 3, I am going to explain you about the covalent bond. Previous video we have studied about the exception of octet rule with the Lewis dot structure and exactly what the Lewis dot structure gives the information. Now the next is our covalent bond. Student, as you know, the covalent bond is formed between the two mutual sharing of an atom. Generally, covalent bonds are formed among the same number of atoms, means H2 molecule, O2 molecule, N2 molecule, Cl2 molecule, they were having the covalent bond. But there is some heteroatomic molecule is also there which gives the covalent bond. So now in this today's video, I am going to explain you about the characteristics of covalent bond and some heteroatomic covalent bond also. So now students, just look at the board. Covalent bond, it is also known as Lewis-Langmuir concept also. What is the covalent bond, student? As I said, it is a mutual sharing of electron by electronegative element. Student, this word is very much important. Mutual sharing किसके बीच में हो सकता है? If you are also in need of electron, I am also in need of electron. Only we both cannot give and take the electron. Give and take is not possible. Why? Because if I'll give, I am already electron deficient element. Same way another one is, or also it is electron deficient element. So we cannot give and take relation between us, but we can share the electron because you are needy, I am needy, both are needy. So here the electron deficient element की बात हो रही है. That's why we can say that between electronegative element, covalent bond is always formed between electronegative elements, student, and it is a mutual sharing. Both are needy for the electron. Some of the examples I have drawn over here. So we can just start with the H2 molecule, student. As you know, H is having the one electron. So this H and another H, they all bind with the HH molecule and we have the H2 molecule. So here we have the sharing of one electron. So we can show this bond by putting one dot or one dash. Why? Because only here one electron from each side is share. That's why they have only one bond. So here the single bond. So this is shown by the putting dash between the two elements atom who has share their electron. If we talk about the oxygen, as you know, the oxygen is having the 6 valence electron. Oxygen require the 2 electron. So one O molecule, one O atom comes from this side and another O atom comes from this side. Both the O atom has just try to mutual among themselves. So 2 electron of this oxygen atom and 2 electron of this oxygen atom, they both combine. So here you can see, student, there is a 2 electron from this side and 2 electron from this side. So here you have the 2 bonding pair sharing by one another. So here you can show this O, 2 bonding pair share double bond O. So this is known called as double bond. Same way if we think about the nitrogen. As you know, the nitrogen is having the 5 valence electron. So the nitrogen required 3 electron to share with one another. So how much requirement of the electron, that way the atom can share their electron. But more than 3 sharing is not possible, as you know. The same way donating and accepting also 1 to 3 electron is possible. Same way 3 electron 3 bond means triple bond is only possible. We cannot say for the quarter bond. So here the nitrogen, this nitrogen is 3 electron and this nitrogen with the 3 electron, and they have shared their electron, which we can show by the 3 bond, 3 lines, and they have one lone pair and here also one lone pair. And about oxygen, if we'll think, then they have 2 lone pair of electron, जो बाकी बचा हुआ है. 2 lone pair of electron. 2 lone pair means 4 number of electron. When we are talking about the pair, student, then we are talking about the 2 electrons. So 2 lone pair means this is your one pair, consists of 2 electron, and this is of another pair, consists of 2 electron. So 2 lone pair means 4 electron, and here the nitrogen is having the 1 lone pair, means it is having the 2 non-bonding electron. So this is shown by single bond, double bond and triple bond. And here the same atom are combining by sharing the electron. So this is known as homoatomic. Homo means same. As you have studied in chapter 1, that is homogeneous liquid and heterogeneous liquid, student, and you have studied in the previous class also. So homo, you have to just keep in your mind, student. Homo means same. So here this H2O2, N2Cl2, the same type of atoms are combined by sharing their electron. That's why it is known as homoatomic. But just think about this. I have given one more example, very common example, student. H2O, also a molecule. Here I have given the NH3 plus. This is shown by NH3 plus. Why showing NH3 plus, student? Because here you can see that one lone pair of electron is remaining. So this can be shown by in such a manner. This is the lone pair of electron. So here the nitrogen is having the 5 number of valence electron. So 5 electron of nitrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and each hydrogen shared by 1 electron. So this is the 3 sharing with nitrogen and hydrogen, and 1 pair is a non-bonding pair. Same way H2O molecule अगर हम लेते हैं तो H2O is also, as you know, oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen with the 6 number of valence electron, 5 and 6, and 1 is with the hydrogen. So this and this. Here this is a H2O molecule, student, and this H2O molecule, you can see that 2 different atoms are participated. 2 different atoms are participated. So it is known as heteromolecule. Now after completion of this heteromolecule, student, this we are showing with H2O. We are showing how H, O H. And NH3 we are showing that N. Here this is your lone pair. H, 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 and this is your lone pair. This way we are showing the NH3 molecule, student. Now I am just going to explain you some of the Lewis dot structure also. For this, as you know, we have studied in the last topic. So we'll draw some of the Lewis structure after completion of this. Now you understand this about the covalent bond. Some example of Lewis dot structure I am showing you. After completion of this topic, student, we are just going with the definitions. What is bond length? What is bond enthalpy? That all also, because our next video is related to the valence bond theory. So that bond length and bond enthalpy is also the very important definition for understanding the valence bond theory. So now just we'll draw the Lewis structure for CO2. CO2. So here we'll take the central atom as a C, carbon as a central atom, and as you know the carbon is having the 4 number of valence electrons. So first of all we draw the 4 valence electron for carbon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or we can draw 1, 2, 3, 4 such a way. Carbon 1, 2, 3 and 4, and oxygen, as you know, oxygen is having the 6 number of valence electron. So oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Same way another oxygen also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This we are talking about the CO2 molecule valence Lewis dot structure, student. Here you can see the oxygen with the completion of octet. This oxygen also completion of octet, and the central atom is also with the completion of octet. So how will you write this CO2 in a double bond or single bond formation method? So here you can see this carbon and oxygen 2 electron are shared. So C double bond O. Same way here also. So you can write C double bond O. And how many number of electron are not taken part in the bond formation? For the oxygen you can see 4 electron. So you have to show the 4 electron remaining which is not taking part for the bond formation. Same way for this oxygen also. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is the Lewis dot structure for CO2. One more example I am just giving you, student. The same way we can take the example of H2O2. Hydrogen peroxide. We'll take the example of H2O2. Now here, student, as you know, H2O2 means 2 hydrogen and 2 oxygen. So we'll take the OH bond. Correct, student? So OH bond here, O, this is also O, here it is H, and here also it is H. So number of electron just draw for the oxygen, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same way 1 2 3 4 5 6. And with hydrogen 1 electron, this hydrogen 1 electron, student. This way you can show the number of electrons. Now hydrogen has completed its duplet. As I said in the previous video, hydrogen is not following the octet rule. Why? Because the nearest noble gas is helium, and helium is having the 2 number of electron in the valence shell. So hydrogen and lithium follows the duplet. It is known as the duplet. So hydrogen has completed its duplet. This hydrogen has also completed its duplet, and you can see this 2 oxygen can be shared 1 electron from each side, and the 2 lone pair of electron are not taking part in the bond formation. So here you can show this by the dash way, H, then O, because here also only single bond, then here also it is a single bond, then O and H. This is the showing method for the Lewis dot structure, either in the dot way or in the dash form. And the number of unpaired electron 1 2 3 and 4, 1 2 3 and 4. So 2 lone pair electron are not taking part in the bond formation. Student, one more example I am just going to take, that is a SO4 minus 2 ion. अब हम थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट में जाते हैं, सल्फेट आयन में हम जाते हैं स्टूडेंट. सो सल्फेट आयन मीन्स SO4 minus 2 ion. Now here sulfur is a central atom. Sulfur possesses the central atom. So how many number of electron the sulfur is having, student? Sulfur is in the which group element, student? Oxygen and sulfur, correct? So oxygen is having the 6 number of electron. The same way you can see that the sulfur is also having the 6 number of electron. So sulfur को हम लेते हैं central atom में and showing the 6 electron, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 electron of sulfur. Now oxygen is having the 6 electron, so you are showing the 4 sulfur, student. I'm just rubbing this example of H2O2, so I can draw it in properly. Four oxygen I have to draw, so all the oxygen I am drawing on the 4 different sides, 1 2 3 and 4. Each oxygen with 6 electron. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here also 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here also 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can see, student, this way. Now just we'll try to see the octet rule. For this oxygen, octet is completed. For this 4 and 4 8, octet is completed. For this octet is completed. For this, now you can see for this oxygen, student, that oxygen is having the six electron. And now we can see about the sulfur. Four and 4 8, 8 and 4 12, and 12 and 2 14 number of electron you can see. there are the two number of electron which is extra that we are showing. One more time I am just explaining you this by rubbing it in a proper manner, so it can be easy for you to understanding student. थोड़ा सा हॉच पॉच हो गया तो it is not clearly visible. Sulfur, oxygen, oxygen, now I think this is properly visible for you. So now you can see for this you can see student, this is the SO2. Each one is with the one electron of sharing. One electron of sharing student. So now this oxygen 4 and 2 electron are showing by minus charge. Why it shows by the minus charge? Because the unpaired electron with each oxygen, I am just showing you unpaired electron. S single bond O, single bond O, single bond O, and here also single bond O. Each where I have shown you the single bond. Now unpaired electron remaining. For this oxygen, you can see this is the unpaired electron. So just I am showing this is unpaired electron. Now the same way, for this oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 3 lone pair electron are not taken part in the bond formation. Same way for this oxygen also you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 electron does not take part for the formation of bond, and for this oxygen you can see 1 lone pair of electron not taken part. So that's why now this can be write by -2. As you know, whenever anyone is accepting the electron or having the more number of electron, then we are writing it with the minus charge. More number of electron it is having. So here you can see that these 2 oxygen are required by 2 electron to complete their octet. So that's why we are writing SO4 minus 2. So this is the Lewis dot structure, SO4 minus 2. Same way you have the one more example, CO3 minus 2 also, NH4 plus also. You can draw this all the structure by putting the central atom, and if the number of electron are required but then also they have completed their stable structure, then by putting the minus charge, and if they have the more number of electron, then we can put the plus charge. Now we'll go with the next, that is a formal charge. अब ये charge जो है वो कहाँ से आया student? How this charge came? So the formal charge in polyatomic ions, this is all known as the polyatomic ion or heteroatomic ion. Both is the same word. So in polyatomic ions, net charge is the charge on the ion as a whole, not by particular atom. As I said, it is not by particular atom ki sulfur is having the 8 number of electron, sulfur has completed its octet rule. It's not by particular atom, but charges can assign to individual atoms or ions. It can be given by individual atom. As you can see here, these two oxygen were require the electron to fulfill the octet rule. That's why this formal charge is due to the particular atom or ion, which are either more number of electron or less number of electron. So what is the formula, student, to find out the formal charge? How can we find the formal charge? So formal charge is equal to total number of valence electron in free atom. Student, what is the meaning of free atom? As you know, oxygen is having the 6 number of valence electron. So if we take the example, then you understand very easily. For this, if we take the example of O3 molecule and how the formal charge comes on the O3 molecule, that we'll try to understand, student. Student, you have to practice for drawing the Lewis dot structure, because it asks in the exam also, and for the competitive exam some of the MCQs are also asked on the Lewis dot structure basis. So just go for the practicing this heteroatomic molecule Lewis dot structure. Now we'll take the O3 molecule. O3. You are having the 3 oxygen, 1, 2 and 3. पहले से मैं डैश नहीं बताती हूँ स्टूडेंट. फर्स्ट विल गो विद द डॉट valence electron of each one. So each oxygen is with the 6 electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Same way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 electron. Now just we'll think about the formula which I have given to you. Now suppose this oxygen I consider as a number 1. This oxygen I consider as a number 1. Same way another oxygen, suppose this as a number 2 and this as a number 3. So first of all, total number of valence electron in free atom. So how many number of valence electrons, student, it is having? So you just write down the 6. Now minus total number of lone pair electrons. Lone pair कितनी है? यहाँ पर bonding किस किस के बीच में बना? तो this is having the bonding and here also having the bonding. So lone pair कितनी है student? One lone pair. One lone pair means electrons. You have to count the electrons. So 6 minus 2. Now minus half total number of bond pair electrons. Now how many pair taken part in this formation? So bond pair कितनी हुई student आपकी? So bond pair है 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 bond pair. So minus 1/2 by 6. So for the first number of electron, if you can see, then charge is on this 6 minus 2, 4 and 4 minus 3 is equal to plus 1. So this oxygen is having the plus charge. Why plus charge? Because it is having the one pair of electron. Now we'll go with the second number of oxygen. Now second number of oxygen, same total number of valence electron. For this is also the 6. So for 2 number of electron, oxygen 6 minus total number of lone pair of electron. Now here you can see how many lone pair are there. So lone pair are 2, means electrons are 4. So 6 minus 4 and minus 1/2 total number of bond pair electrons. So how many are bond pair? So bond pair 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 electrons took part for the formation of bond. So 6 minus 4 is equal to 2 and minus 2. 1/2 into 2. So here you have the 0. For this, there is a no charge. For this oxygen, student, there is a no charge. Now we'll go with the third number of oxygen. As the way total number of valence electron for this oxygen is also 6 minus total number of lone pair of electrons. So how many number of lone pair of electrons are there? That all the 6 number of lone pair of electrons. So minus 6 minus 1/2 total number of bond pair of electron. How many are bonding pair electrons? So 1 and 2. So multiply by 2 is equal to 6 minus 6, 0, 0 minus this also 0. So here also it does not have any charge. So you can see this way, student, this is having the charge. Sorry student, 6 minus 6 is equal to 0 minus, this is having the minus 1 charge. Okay, yes, it is having the minus 1 charge. So this you can show it in such a way. This way bond formation and the charges are shown by this number of electron. So this is the formal charge which comes to the individual student. So this you will understand about the covalent bond. Now student, what is the characteristics of covalent bond? As you know about the ionic bond characteristics, we have studied in the same way. Covalent bond is having the melting point and boiling point is lower. They are insoluble in water and either may be less soluble in water. Even it exists only in the form of molecule, student. It does not exist in the ionic form. आयनिक बॉन्ड में वो सेपरेट कैटायन एंड एनायन के बीच में इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स होता है, बट यहाँ पर वो मॉलिक्यूल फॉर्म में ही अवेलेबल होता है. And they are non-conductor because it does not have the free electron. So this covalent bond are the non-conductor of electricity, student. So this you understand very clearly about the ionic bond. After that covalent bond, and now as I said, we'll go with the bond length now. Student, what is known as the bond length, student? As you know the radius. What is a radius, student? रेडियाई जो है अगर मैथ्स के टर्म में आप लेते हो तो a sphere which is having from the center, the chord which is from the center to the end of the any of the end of the circle, that is known as the radii. So here we'll just think about the bond length. Bond length means what here? As we have considered the atom as a sphere, so here also we are drawing for the bond length sphere. So now the bond length is The equal distance means this is our one atom and this is our another atom. So this is the radius of this atom A and this is the radius of atom B. So when they comes to the closer and forms the molecule, this is known as, the distance from this to this is known as the bond length. This is our bond length. So now by the drawing you understand that, student, what is the bond length, student. So bond length is the equilibrium distance. We can say that equilibrium distance. I just rub this all and I'll write down the complete definition. So you can also pen down in your notebook, student. By drawing the figure and by seeing the figure, you can write the definition by yourself also, because it is very easily understand by seeing the figure. So equilibrium distance for what, students? Between the center of the nuclei. Between the center of the nuclei of two atoms. Whosoever have taken part. Suppose it is a homo atomic, then there is a same distance, but like this it is a heteroatomic, then it is a different. Two atoms, nuclei of two atoms which are bonded, that is known as bond length, is known as bond length. Now if we think about the bond angle, student, so bond angle is the angle between the line representing the orbitals containing the bonding of electron. Now here only we'll just think about this O2 molecule, yeah, O3 molecule. So this is considered as a bond angle. This is a bond angle. Same way if we'll think about the H2O molecule. If H2O molecule, then also the angle between the two atoms which took part for the bond formation, that is known as the bond angle. So here this is O, or here only we can say that H2O molecule. So this is the H and H. So this is the bond angle. So angle between the lines. Angle between the lines. Lines means which we have represented by putting the line in place of Lewis dot structure. Between the lines, which represent the orbital containing the bonding electron. Orbital containing bonding electron. So this angle between these two lines is known as the bond angle. Same way if NH3, if we take example of NH3, here N, here H and here it is a H. So bond angle of this also, bond angle of this also. So this is known as the bond angle, student. Hope so today's topic you are very much clear about that, because our next topic is student valence bond theory. Student, last but not the least, as it is your channel, so don't forget to subscribe it. Just subscribe your channel, and if you are having any of the doubts and comments, my mailbox is always open for you, student. Thank you so much, student.